ChatGPT said, "Flying cars were once the ultimate symbol of science fiction. A futuristic dream reserved for movies, comic books, and the imaginations of storytellers. But in 2025, that dream is no longer distant. It's real, it's functioning, and it's finally taking off, literally. As the world steps into a new era of transportation, flying cars are transitioning from prototypes and test flights to full-scale public demonstrations, pre-orders, and even regulatory approvals in some regions. Everything we knew about personal mobility is about to change. The story of flying cars isn't just about a vehicle that lifts off the ground. It's about a complete shift in how humans move, travel, and think about cities. It begins with breakthroughs that have unfolded quietly over the past decade. Advancements in lightweight composite materials, battery systems that deliver high power without excessive weight, distributed electric propulsion, autonomous stabilization software capable of making split-second corrections. Together, they've turned what was once impossible into something shockingly achievable. In 2025, multiple companies across the world are showcasing flying cars that look and operate unlike anything we've seen before. Some resemble compact drones scaled up for human passengers, using anywhere from 4 to 8 rotors to lift off vertically. Others lean toward a hybrid approach, combining fixed wings with vertical takeoff capabilities for longer range efficiency. And then there are the fully electric VTOL vehicles, vertical takeoff and landing machines, that create almost no emissions, operate quietly, and promise flights over cities without adding noise pollution. The first thing people ask is simple: how do these machines actually fly? The truth lies in distributed propulsion. Instead of relying on a single large engine like a helicopter, flying cars use multiple smaller electric motors working together. Each rotor is computer-controlled thousands of times per second. If one rotor loses efficiency or fails, the onboard computer instantly adjusts the others to keep the craft balanced. This level of redundancy, paired with powerful stabilization software, makes the experience feel smooth, controlled, and shockingly stable. Inside the cabin, the experience is designed to feel more like sitting inside a luxury SUV than a cockpit. Touchscreens replace complex instrument clusters. Most models offer autonomous or semi-autonomous flight modes, meaning the user only selects their destination and the vehicle handles the rest. From takeoff to landing, sensors scan the environment, assess air traffic, calculate wind patterns, and choose the safest flight path. Flying a car is becoming less about piloting and more about simply traveling, just in the air instead of the road. The battery systems powering these vehicles are just as important. Modern lithium and solid-state battery packs deliver instant torque, allowing rapid vertical lift. But flying demands far more power than driving, so energy density is crucial. This is why companies have engineered battery packs that remain lightweight, fire-resistant, and capable of rapid discharge without overheating. Many flying cars in 2025 offer flight times ranging from 20 to 40 minutes, ideal for commuting, emergency response, and short-distance travel above congested urban areas. Some flying cars use hybrid systems, combining electric rotors with small fuel-burning generators to extend range. These models can travel over 200 kilometers in a single trip, making them perfect for intercity travel. And the best part? As battery technology improves, the range and charging speed will only get better, eventually pushing flying cars into mainstream adoption. Regulation is another major piece of the puzzle. Authorities in the US, China, UAE, Japan, and parts of Europe are implementing air corridors and low-altitude traffic lanes exclusively for personal aerial vehicles. Think of them like invisible highways in the sky, monitored by air traffic systems powered by AI. These systems coordinate hundreds of flying vehicles at once, preventing collisions and ensuring smooth traffic flow. What used to require human air traffic controllers will soon be handled by autonomous software capable of tracking every craft in real time. Cities are also preparing for this shift. Rooftop landing pads, parking structures equipped with charging stations, and designated takeoff zones are emerging in dense urban areas. Instead of driving for an hour through traffic, a flying car can turn that into a 5-minute air hop. For the first time, cities can grow vertically, not just in buildings but in transportation routes above them. Another advantage of flying cars is their impact on emergency services. Imagine medical teams flying over gridlocked traffic to reach a patient. firefighters launching from a rooftop to respond to distant emergencies, disaster relief teams bypassing destroyed roads to deliver supplies. For these missions, flying cars aren't luxuries, they are life-saving tools. But perhaps the biggest shift is psychological. People all over the world are realizing that the future isn't something to wait for, it has arrived. The 2025 generation of flying cars proves that innovation can leap forward when technology, design, and necessity collide. These vehicles challenge our assumptions about transportation. No longer limited by asphalt congestion or ground infrastructure, travel becomes faster, cleaner, and more efficient. Of course, challenges remain. Battery limitations, noise management, safety protocols, and public acceptance all require time. But consider how quickly smartphones, drones, and electric vehicles went from niche innovations to everyday necessity. Flying cars are on that same trajectory. The difference is the world has been imagining this leap for nearly a century. As 2025 unfolds, flying cars are making headlines not as prototypes but as products. They are being tested by civilians, used in real-world environments, and prepared for mass production. It's a revolution happening before our eyes, a transportation shift as significant as the invention of the automobile itself. And here's the real truth behind how they work: it's not magic. It's engineering. It's precision. It's computing power working at unimaginable speed. It's decades of incremental improvements in robotics, AI, aerodynamics, and energy storage coming together at the perfect moment. Flying cars aren't the future anymore. They are the present. And this is just the beginning. Every year, technology pushes us closer to ideas once considered impossible. But flying cars represent something bigger, a shift in mindset. They show that humanity is no longer confined to the limits laid down by traditional transportation. In 2025, the sky is no longer reserved only for airplanes, helicopters, or drones. It's opening up to everyday people. It's becoming part of the daily commute. It's becoming a new layer of human mobility. As flying cars continue their evolution, we'll see designs become sleeker, software become smarter, and flight times become longer. The cost will drop. The infrastructure will grow. And slowly the fear or skepticism many people still have will fade. Just like electric cars faced doubts a decade ago, flying cars will eventually become a familiar sight, first in major cities, then in smaller towns, and eventually as common as any other personal vehicle. The next generation may never fully understand how revolutionary this moment truly is. They'll grow up in a world where taking off from a rooftop to reach school, work, or a distant location is just normal life. Where the sky is not a boundary, but an accessible pathway. Where personal flight is not a dream, but a choice. And that's the biggest takeaway. Flying cars don't just change how we travel. They change how we think about the world around us. The lines between earth and sky blur. Distances shrink. Possibilities expand. And the vision of a high-speed, multi-layered, efficient transportation system becomes real. We are witnessing the early chapters of a transformation that will influence nearly every industry, from tourism and logistics to emergency services and urban planning. What begins as a futuristic luxury will evolve into a practical necessity, unlocking freedoms we never imagined. The conclusion is simple: flying cars have officially arrived, and they are here to stay. The age of ground-bound limitations is ending. The sky is the new highway. And humanity is stepping into its next great evolution in mobility, one that lifts us above the gridlock, above the noise, and into a future that finally feels like the one we were promised.